Hello, my name's Ashley, and this video is for Kelvin. He requested that I do a video on showing how I wrap the chains on my truck. So I will show each side. There's that side. Flint, get out of the way. Go on, get out of the way. Here's the front. And here's the other side. And I will show you how I wrap these chains. There's squirrels in the woods. Pretty much all the chains and hardware are from West Tech Rigging Supply, which I believe is in Washington. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys are interested in any other products, but I'm pretty sure that's where I got everything. Maybe not this old chain, but all the newer chains I got from there. So that's all. I hope this answers your question, Kelvin. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. And if you guys want to see any other videos, just let me know. Thanks. Alright, today's video is I'm going to show how the chains are wrapped on my truck. This chain is held by this hook that grabs on a chain link here. So take it off, just undo that. Now it's just a big figure 8. Back and forth here. Choker end, so I wrap it twice around there and it just holds against itself and it'll keep slipping looser and tighter. That's usually the end I hook around whatever I'm pulling, which is usually trees. So we'll do it like that. This one I want to be tight, this wrap, because I don't want it to come undone. If I was worried about people stealing them, I would run them through all along the running board here. I've done that in the past, but this is a lot easier. And right now I'm not worried about people stealing. Once we get here, just wrap it around the running board. And grab this link, and we're going to find a spot to clip it so it's fairly tight on one of these links here. And that's how I do it for this side. This is, I think, a 25-foot grade 70 transport chain with the link end that catches on the chain links on one end and a choker end on the other end. You could also throw a padlock on it somewhere to connect the links together if you were worried about people stealing it too. But I drive around like this all the time and they don't ever come undone. So that's one side. Alright, here's how I do up the chain in the front. I have an 8-foot chain with a choker end on it. I have a Loggergrab link. That is what I would use to hook up the chain to. It flicks right through the wide end, and then it locks in the short end. And it's super quick and easy to adjust. So we have a shackle. Goes through this. And then we're going to through this tow hook. Run the chain through the tow hook like this. Run that choker through this loop. So now the chains run through that choker like that. You're actually going to want that to loosen so you can get another loop through. So that end's done. Fairly snug. That'll catch on a link. You run it back through this loop here, right by the top. Then you take the end, you have a link, a quick link, run that through, and you run it to one of these links, and tighten it. If you're worried about people stealing this, you could also throw padlock through and kind of lock the links together, but again, I'm not really worried about that right now. And that's how I do that one. I actually would prefer a longer one. If I had to do this over, I'd probably put a 12-foot chain on the front, but that's usually how I pull from, is I would undo this chain, hook it to whatever I needed to do, and then it would just be hooked through this Loggergrab choker. I don't remember if it's called a choker catcher or what it is, but it's super quick and super strong. I think it's rated for like 5,000 pounds, but I've pulled more than that with it, and it didn't fail. So that's how I do the front. Alright, so the quick link here that was holding the end of the chain together was really rusty, so I just cut it off. The threads were real rusted, so I just cut that off. So now the end is loose. But let's see. There's another link I had holding them together. This one's kind of hard to show you how I do it because I do it different every time I use it. They're basically just threaded around my running cords and secured so they don't come up. And if they need a quick link to keep them from coming undone, that's what I use. I don't use these chains very often, but I figure if I don't have them with me, I'll need them, so I just keep them with me. This is a 6-foot chain with a choker end on it, which honestly I wish I had the 8 that's on the front and the 12. The 6-foot's kind of short. And then this is kind of my misfit chain. long this one is. Maybe 12 feet. One end has a link grab end, so it'll grab one of these links and not slip. This one also has a link grab end, but it also has a small choker end as well, which is actually kind of a pain to have both of them there, but like I said, I don't really use these chains that much, so we'll do this one up again. Sometimes I use these quick little link quick clips to secure the chain too, but I haven't used this one in a while. Oh, my tire's wet. This link might be seized up. Yeah, this one's... Unfortunately, here in New York, we have a lot of salt in the winter, which is pretty rough on everything, so that link is no good now as well. Alright, so we'll do this one back up. And this side I pretty much do different every time. The other side, the first side I showed you, I do the same way pretty much every time, but this end I do different probably every time. Alright. Held by the choker end, because if it's not tight it'll get loose and could come undone. This also has a quick link here that looks like it's seized up. So we might as well take that off too. That's garbage too. I much prefer to use shackles than these quick links or these quick clips. The shackles seem to hold up better overall. We don't want that to have slack like it did there, because then that choker end can loosen up and it can come off. Try to get this fairly tight. Looks pretty good, so I'm not concerned with that one. This one will need a link to hold it because it's just a choker end. There's nothing on the other end. I have a quick link here that is open, and it's rusted open, which will actually work fine because I don't really need it closed to hold. So I think we'll run this one probably back here. Something like that. Put this up kind of tight. link through here. And where are we going to clip it? And we'll end up running it back through. We can just clip it to itself here. This to be tight because the choker end can come undone if it gets loose. So if you don't like how it's wrapped, I would just keep messing with it so you're happy with it, so you don't have to worry about what's going on. You don't want to make these too tight when you secure them, or you won't be able to get them undone. And not the hard way too. Here. So I'll grab the camera quick. Let's see, I gotta make sure you're still recording here. Looks like you are. Alright. So you can see that this link here, which is holding the end of that last choker I did, I can't, it's already rusted open. It's just hooked there. It's not closed or anything, but it would take a lot for that to get unhooked. So that's how I do my chains. I hope it helps.